What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about buyer's remorse and if I really still like owning a Tesla after owning it for a solid month. So, with having my car for a little over a month, my main concerns when it comes to owning a Tesla is really just charging. Like, if you don't have a charger at home, everything becomes a lot more inconvenient if you drive over a certain amount of miles a day or a month. So, for me, I've had this car for about a month and 10 days. And if I go to my self-driving, you guys can see right here that I have put 2,633 miles on my car, and 2,300 of those miles, almost 2,400 of those miles, are self-driving miles. So I literally just get in the car, press self-drive, put in my destination, press self-driving, and let it go. I normally keep my car on hurry mode. I'll show you guys all the different modes that they have here. Let me see. I'm gonna keep the car, I'm gonna let the car self-drive. It doesn't have a destination, so it's just gonna take me somewhere. We're just gonna ride around my neighborhood, I guess. But like I was saying, I normally keep the car in hurry mode. As you guys can see right here, there's multiple different modes. Mad Max is a little bit too much for me. Hurry is more my pace. Standard is way too slow. Chill is way too slow. And Sloth is way too slow. When I say it is too slow, I'm referring to the speed of the vehicle when it comes to being in a certain area. So for standard, for some reason, it drives either the speed limit or under the speed limit. And I genuinely don't think you should ever be driving under the speed limit unless you're in a construction zone or something like that. But it just seems like it's always driving under the speed limit, and then you constantly see people go around you. It reacts a lot faster because it's moving a lot slower, but it's really aggravating when the car is driving under the speed limit. So I tend to just keep it in hurry, speed up when I want, brake when I want, and it doesn't break the connection between FSD. But like, as you guys can see, there is no destination. I'm literally just driving around. So this is my neighborhood. As it's doing the self-driving, as you can see, you can detect the cars coming and stuff like that. But if there is no destination, it'll literally just drive. It'll just drive anywhere. So that's pretty cool. But like I was saying with the charging, if you don't have a home charger, everything becomes super inconvenient because you constantly have to stop at a supercharger for like 20 to 30 minutes, depending on what percentage of charging you're at, rather than if you had a home charger, it could be at 80% or 100% every day. I typically drive about 60 miles a day, and that is a lot because my job is 20 miles away. I drive to my girlfriend's house, which is like 16 miles away. And then I drive back and forth to work, home, her house, my house. So it's a lot, but it's like, considering how much I drive, you guys can imagine how much I spend in gas because of how much I was driving, and it was easily like $50 a week. So that also keeps a lot of wear and tear on your car that a lot of people don't see. So let's see how it operates around these people. See him right there. It was driving around him, but yeah. So as you guys know, that does cause a lot of wear. Let me see it. Oh, it doesn't go that way. All right. Hold on. All right, we're gonna put it back in FSD. All right. So, like I was saying, it becomes really inconvenient, and it's just. It causes you, let me word it like this. It causes you to slow down in life. It causes you to like calculate stuff a lot faster and think about how long you got to be somewhere, or if there's charging in that area if you do not have a charger at home. And then when it comes to like convenience, there is a lot of things with this car that does need upgrades, and I don't think a lot of people know that. A lot of people just buy Teslas thinking that they're full self-driving, they're super chill, you don't really got to worry about anything, but they can improve it a little bit at a time, and it'll become a lot better. So I appreciate like them asking our feedback on certain things and them actually taking our consideration into new updates. But do I regret buying the car? No. Do I want to tell you how much I pay a month for the car? Also no. Just know it's good for me. I like it. I knew eventually I would need a new car. This is basically a forever car now. It's gonna be a family car whenever I have kids, and I'll get my own gas guzzler sports car, or maybe even another Tesla when the time comes. But I do not regret buying this car whatsoever. I think a lot of people should own Teslas. If it were up to me, I would make everybody over a certain age be mandated to own a Tesla, and it can only be driven in hurry mode, because anything under that, it drives way under the speed limit, or it's just way too slow. And that's just my personal opinion. I'm so tired of seeing like old people on the road that don't know how to drive, or it just feels like they don't know where they're going, or they're always driving under the speed limit, or causing like traffic. And I feel like causing traffic's just as bad as causing an accident, because most of the time in traffic you're gonna have an accident because somebody rear-ended somebody else. But that's all besides the point. I still love the car. There is a few things that they definitely need to work on. Like when it comes to the customer service, like stuff on the app, it seems like it's a lot more convenient, but it's a little weird. Like, I'll show you guys on my phone. I guess I'll just pop it up on screen for you guys. There is a chip in my paint, and I thought everything was covered for the first full month of the car, but I guess not. Like, they said if I didn't report it at the time of receiving the car, anything outside of that is like buyer's or like driver wear and tear, or whatever they call it. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever, it's just a small chip. But when it comes to stuff like installing my hitch, like when it comes to stuff like installing my hitch on my car, I don't understand why it's $1,000 to get it from the factory, and then it's another $300 to buy it off of the website. Like, it just seems like an extra money grab for no reason. And I personally don't understand it. And then when it comes to like buying the tires, right? There is a service that you could get that's like $16 a month, and you still have to pay a deductible. So let's say you had the car for a year, you paid 16 times 12 plus the additional like 100 or $25 for the deductible for the new tires. I feel like, I don't know how many times people have come back with nails in their tire. God forbid I get any nails in my tire. I just realized that it's really not that much money. I think it comes out to like $200 for the year, even if you do get like 2 to 3 tires that get nails in them. But yeah, so I retract that statement. But I just feel like to a certain degree it's still a money grab. And then they also talked about upping the price of FSD, and that would probably be the dumbest thing that they've ever done, in my opinion, because I feel like people buy Teslas for the self-driving. So for them to be like, actually, we're gonna up the price, or you guys just don't have to pay for it, or not letting it be included in the package of the car when you buy the car, I just feel like it's a little bad business practice. But to each their own. That being said, I still love the car. I'm gonna give you guys a full walk around. I do have a haircut at 4 o'clock, so we're gonna head over there and do that. I guess we could just go to the car wash. Let's just go to the car wash real quick. We're just gonna head over to the car wash real quick. If you guys want to see how this works, You literally just go here, click add trip, and then you could literally click add and then put in any destination and it'll add it to where you need to go. Luckily the car wash is like right next to my house, so I don't have to worry about that. I do think the fans in the seat, like if you guys can see this, we have cooled seats and the Model Y Premium. I think those definitely need to be upgraded because I feel like when you're wearing like clothes and stuff, you can't really feel the air. Like the only reason I can feel it now is because I'm wearing a tank top and it's like hitting my like armpit, kind of. Not really, but yeah. Oh, and mind you, so I was at 79% charge last night. Me and my girlfriend went out and I had to charge. So I was at 79. I drove to her house. I drove to her house and I believe it was at 68 when I got home. So I drove to her house and drove to my house and it was at like 68. But I feel like I don't get the full 350 something miles out of it. I think it's taking me into a parking spot instead of yeah. All right. Hold on. Let me put the car. Let me take the car through the car wash. All right. So we are in the car wash now, but like I was telling you guys before, there's not a lot. Hold on. I was make sure I didn't cover the mic. There's not a lot of things I don't like about this car. I feel like a lot of it is stuff that they can fix in future updates, and they have addressed already in future updates. I do want to show you guys something funny though. So when you're in the car and you're going to get a car wash, you have to put it in car wash mode and then you have to press neutral. So when you go back here, I don't want to press it. I'm still learning my car, guys. I'm still learning my car. But once I press the little car icon, there's a button right there to put it in neutral, or you can use the dash. I like to physically press the button because I feel like the screen is a little like glitchy sometimes. Maybe it's just all in my head, but it just doesn't do it fast enough like how I would want it to. But it's a little weird. It's a little weird when it comes to that stuff. It's a little weird when it comes to that stuff. So I do what's better for me. Everybody, when you drive this car yourself, you'll see what's better for you. I still think everybody should go test drive one at least, especially the people that say that they hate Teslas or they hate electric vehicles. I think that's the dumbest, most American like shit I've ever heard in my life. And then people have this really big misconception when it's thunderstorming outside that the car doesn't work. Self-driving doesn't work. Yeah, so people have this big misconception that when it's thunderstorming, like, everything just doesn't work in this car. But here's a video of me proving the exact opposite. Everything's working perfectly fine. So everybody always asks, what are you gonna do in your Tesla when it starts thunderstorming? They have this conception that like when it starts thunderstorming, the car just doesn't work. I mean, as you guys can see, like, it's raining pretty hard out here. The car is still in self-driving. I got my phone up. I'm still paying attention to the road. I'm making sure I check all the cameras as well, just to make sure they're not covered. It lets me know the alert from when the camera was like blocked, and hopefully it does it again. But when the camera's like really like covered, like when it's covered with a lot of rain, like let's say I turn the windshield wipers off, it'll say take over immediately, and all you got to do is touch the steering wheel, unless it completely shuts off. But the car runs perfectly fine. FSD is still working. I keep it in hurry mode, as you guys can see over there. But I don't know if it detects the weather conditions and slows down due to that. But I mean, it's working pretty fine for me. So you guys should still get a Tesla. So I genuinely think all around this car is great for older people. It's great for younger people who just like to get in and go. If you have your own house, literally just put it, plug the car in at night and you're at 100% charge every day. Like literally just charge it up to 100 every other day. And you're perfectly fine. It's gonna, if you have the Tesla charger, it's gonna charge for you at home. You don't have to worry about stopping anywhere unless you go on road trips. But even then, I feel like if you're going on road trips, your job isn't trying to get there in a hurry. You're driving there, you're relaxing. Like, that's just my personal opinion. Sometimes I want to just get where I'm going, and I don't care about how much I spend. But I know when gas prices were like closer to $1 something, $2 back like a few years ago. I drove to Georgia and it only cost me like $60. But I know if I did that now in my Tesla, even with the low price it costs to charge your car, it would cost way more than that. It would cost like maybe $80. But the way gas prices are now, it would probably cost me like $120 if I had a gas car. So I don't know. I feel like it's really situational when it comes to owning a Tesla. So it's definitely not for everybody, but I would recommend, if you're skeptical, just try it. Like, who cares? But yeah, so we're gonna put our destination for home. So what I would do is I'd go, sorry about it. Oh, exit car wash mode. Stupid me. End trip. And then we would go here and we would just click home. And then I can either press start self-driving once it connects, or I could just press this and it'll self-drive. So this car is very, very tech savvy. So I'm still trying to learn it to the best of my abilities. Like, what's an easier way to get through something? It's basically like an iPad. It's like trying to maneuver through an iPad. And yeah, that's pretty much my whole rant about the car. I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna show you guys a walk around of the car and basically go over the looks, because I know that's another big thing a lot of people don't like, is the look of the car. But there's a lot of things you could do to the car. Like, most people who care about the looks of cars are gonna modify it anyway. So that being said, let me give you guys a full walk around of the car and show you what I do and don't like. Alright, so we're looking at the car, but what I just realized is that, like, if you guys look up, it's like a circular, like, I don't know if you guys could see that, but it's like a rainbow and a circle in the sky. That's actually really, like, weird. You can see it in the car reflection too. But anywho, people were saying that they don't like the look of the car, and I just actually realized there's some like condensation behind the light bar. It's weird. But yeah, I haven't ran into any issues. I got my windows tinted not too long ago. I'm pretty sure you guys saw that in a video. So I have 5% in the back, and then 15% in the front, and then 50% on the front windshield. But everything is black inside, so you can't really see it anyway. But I think the car looks pretty good for like an SUV style, like a small, like a mid-size SUV. I think it looks pretty good. Even from the back, it looks pretty good. I do want to get like a bumper, like a different style bumper, but I do want to get my tow hitch installed also, which I have, which I do have that scheduled for next week. I have that scheduled for next week, so that way we could tow my bike, and then I'll make a video going to get my hitch from Harbor Freight, and let that be that. And then we're gonna do a video that I got planned next month as well. And I'm pretty excited because there's gonna be a few things that I add to the car that I think you guys will like. But oh, if you guys want to see the paint chip I was talking about, it's literally right there. It's like really deep. It's really, really small, but it's really deep. Like, it goes down to the metal. But that being said, I love the car. I don't regret it. I can't wait to take it on this road trip to see how it is on a road trip. And just go from there, really. Oh, there's a suspension. Oh. I did not realize there's like no suspension in this. One thing they do need to upgrade though is the speeding over speed bumps. Like, it is really bad when it comes to speed bumps. Like, really bad. But yeah, that's basically all I have to say about the car. I appreciate you guys all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We've gained like, what, 30 subscribers in the past 2 weeks. So I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Definitely, if you guys have never drove a Tesla, make sure you guys go try one out, because I think they're amazing cars. Personal. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.